So, Sly, my question, looking at both stories, is that how does the COCOBOD issue a request for a proposal in June, just 2 months ago, in June, for 1.5 billion in syndicated loans? And then in August, he holds a presser to tell us that, oh, we have decided that after 32 years, with all our experience and everything, we won't go for it again. It has nothing to do with the foreign banks. It's a paradigm shift. We will raise the money from here. We will save $150 million. Now, when the CEO is asked, so what is that strategy that you're going to use to do that? He says that we'll let you know in due course.
Randy.
Yes, sir.
I've read the minority statement, and I think that Atu is a very good friend, and I have so much respect for him and the minority leadership. But it's unfortunate that he's just authored a piece of paper for political expediency. He's in the campaigning mood. But I saw his huge pickup with his sounds on it in Parliament 3 days ago. So I'm sure he drove his pickup from his constituency to Parliament to write this piece. I'm sure he's in a campaign mood. It's nothing than a piece of propaganda.
Why do you say that?
Facts do not support the things they put out there. So for me, I think, Randy, we should be interested in the source of the financing, and we applaud COCOBOD if they've been able to take this initiative and successfully do so. Randy, take it from me. The cocoa beans will be bought in this crop season. It will be bought at the rate announced for our farmers. It is also not true, the statement put out there by the minority, that we've had the losses for the last 8 years. There's no evidence to buttress that point they are making. The figures they put there are false. In fact, COCOBOD's own audited account 2023, representing 2022-2023 season, by Ernst & Young, has put COCOBOD profitability at about 2.3 billion as a profit. I mean, I'm telling you...
2.3 billion profit?
Yes.
230 something million or 2.3 billion?
230 something million.
Million.
So it cannot... Please, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm coming. So it is not true that they've made losses throughout the 8 years.
Okay.
Let me start by giving you this information. Randy, 2017 to 2022, we all know that there's a downward trend of the world cocoa prices. The government has kept the price. So to begin with, we all know that once you are paying 30% less, more than what is announced on the world market, you are going to incur some losses.
How is that a case?
It's a case.
But just last year.
No, it is
just
not.
Last year.
Please, right.
Government had to increase because the world market price has shot up.
It is just last year. I'm telling you before then.
Okay.
We had 3 continuous years having to pay our farmers more than what we are paying in the world market.
What we're getting.
So obviously, it is just to mitigate the global economic challenges, just to keep our farmers going and all that. So obviously, to begin with, it's a policy that you know that you have to make for the 30% losses you are making on the back of what you are paying your farmers, putting together all everything. So it was only last year that the prices were going up, that you have our farmers, you have to break even and all that. So it is not true. They just conceal this fact, and they should be clear to Ghanaians that this is what we've all benefited, and it's a policy that we've all followed through. Now, come to 2020, 2021. They've also said that the production has declined for the past 7 or 8 years that the NPP is in power. Randy, the highest cocoa beans we've had in this country was recorded in 2020-2021 season. 1,045,000 metric tons. So why are they not reporting that? Check what they put out there. 1,045,000 metric tons.
All they're saying is that you inherited 969.
Yes, and I'm saying the highest. That was in 2016.
You know, they're saying that
in 2016,
what you inherited
yes,
was 969.
Yes.
and that it has come down to 400,000.
No, look at the wording they put there.
So from a production level
Yes.
of 969,000 metric tons inherited from the NDC in the 2016-2017 crop year, cocoa production has declined to just a little over 400,000 metric tons for the 23-24 cocoa season.
But that is not true.
Why?
And I've just told you, 2020-2021,
Yes.
we've recorded the highest yield in this country.
Yes, but it doesn't make this statement untrue.
No, it is untrue because they've said that steadily is dropped throughout the year. Still,
Steadily is your word.
no, of course. What are they trying to do? It's mere propaganda they are putting out there. Because 2017, 2016, the 2017 figure that they are quoting, they said we inherited. That is true. Then in 2020, 2021.
No, they are talking about what you inherited
Yes.
and what it is today.
No, but you have years, so you should be able to. We've had from 2017. We didn't come to 2023.
Okay.
We came from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021 till we are 2023.
Okay.
So if you are kind enough, you want to be objective as you want us to believe you, you should have put the figures out there. You don't jump from 2017 and come and quote 2023. What has happened between these 7 years? What has happened between these 7 years? Throwing dust into the eyes of the people that we've done nothing, we've inherited 900 and something, and it's come down to you failing to tell the good people of this country that the highest record was in 2020.
But are we not at 400,000?
Please, Randy. So you can even say and acknowledge that even though they inherited 9 something, they've moved on to 1 million plus. It's come down to this level, and let us explain what accounts for all this.
Okay.
And that means that you are objective. You are not doing partisan politics. Okay, so that is the point I'm trying to make. So it cannot be true. In fact, this same government you are castigating today has had the highest record. Why are we where we are today? It comes with its attendant issue. Randy, as I speak to you, over 67 hectares of farms had to go under rehabilitation, cutting down cocoa trees and rehabilitate all these farms for them, accounting for over 56,105 farmers who have suffered this. It will take time for them to rebound. We know this galamsey issue in cocoa growing areas. You know the cocoa CSS VD, that is the cocoa swollen short virus disease. We've reported this. It has impacted negatively on our cocoa production because we've taken a trajectory and we're realizing that these challenges that we are going to have, you need to cut down a number of cocoa farms. You don't cut cocoa farm today and expect the yield tomorrow. No. It is going to give us a booster. It's going to give us a higher return, even though we are suffering in this short period. So the interventions we put in place over the period, they should be able and be kind enough to report to Ghanaians. And the records are available. The records are available. Atu knows all this. That because we've cut this number of hectares of cocoa farms down and rehabilitating and rebuilding these farms, it will take a longer time for them to come back onto the yield. So there's nothing wrong to say that, yes, you started by this, you went to this far. These are the things that caused us to.
So, Sly, how do you explain this? Let me ask you this.
I'm coming.
You are giving us reasons why
Yes.
we came to 400,000.
Yes.
Okay. So,
and even the 400,000,
yes.
the 400,000 they are saying is available.
Yes.
Look at what they wrote. What the MD explained, the CE explained. 250,000 is used to offset a previous debt. So in actual fact, it's not 400,000. That is what it means for you to be able to pay your debt, as it were. It is not the yield.
No, the yield is going to be 400,000.
It is not.
No, so the 250,000
it is not.
250,000 out of what is expected for the 2024 crop season
So
will be used.
And then you have 400,000 left.
No, so let me explain.
So it is not to say that the expected yield is 400,000.
Let me explain something to you. Just hold on. You have given us reasons why we have declined to.
Yes, and that reason has been provided.
Now, the same institution that engage in all these measures that you are talking about, the hectares of farms and all those things, that's COCOBOD, right?
Yes.
Okay. This same COCOBOD, when they were doing the syndicated loan for 2023, do you know the forecast that they gave? The COCOBOD that is engaged in all these things which you say resulted in the lower yield. They do the forecast. It's COCOBOD that does the forecast.
They do the forecast.
On the basis of everything.
Yes. But
do you know what their forecast for 2023 was?
Randy, agree. I know the forecast. Look.
They forecast 800,000 metric tons.
Fantastic.
Despite the fact that they knew
Randy,
that they had done all these things, they forecast 800,000 tons.
The CSSVD was not the cocoa swollen short virus disease.
Yes.
Go and check how it impacted the 2023 yield, as it were. They made a forecast. You may make the forecast. There are many factors that can mitigate against the forecast that you do. There is always a margin of error and probability, as it were. We didn't get the yield.
50%.
Randy.
Of forecast.
Randy, does it really? So you look at what accounted for that. And these are things that they cannot hide them. The farms went down because of this.
No, you still don't get the point I'm making. I'm saying that the same organization
Randy, so there are two things
engaged in this.
There are two things here.
Irrespective of all this said, we're going to do 800,000.
Randy, so with the pruning, with the cutting down of the cocoa trees and starting all over again, that is different. Then we had the CSSVD, okay, also impacting the remaining that on which they made the forecast. So why? It is possible that you may make a forecast, then you will not get it. In any case, so I'm just telling you that the report they are putting out there, they should be able to tell us all the things they are talking about. The CSSVD, did it happen or it didn't happen? Are these 67 hectares of farms, are they cut down or they are not? Then you can look at the trajectory. So I'm saying that the report they are putting out, that we inherited 967 and we are now at 400,000, it is not accurate.
Why is it not accurate? Are we not at 400,000?
Randy, please.
Yes.
You can choose to play with words for purposes of politics. But what I'm saying is that it is the same government that has had the highest record of cocoa yield in this country. It is the same government that is rehabilitating 67 hectares of farms that is not going to come on stream anytime soon. It is the same government that is fighting the CSSVD virus that we are dealing with today. It is the same government that is putting in a lot of measures that will not get the returns today. So clearly, if you look at the forecast they made and the actual yield they had, that is problematic. So they put in intervention to get a yield, because the agronomists and the farmers and the specialists there, they will make the projection. The number of farms we have, the health of the farms, depending on the weather and some other factors, we could get to this level. So if you don't get to it, that is fine. You go back to the drawing board and see what you can do better to get there. Come to syndication. Yes, we've been used to getting syndication, but Randy, look at the actual cost. Do you know the banking sector cleanup and the health of the local banks today in terms of profitability? If you can have a number of Ghanaian banks to put together a facility for you to get the say 1.5 billion you are looking for, hallelujah. It is because it did that too for all these years. We've not had local banks put together to be able to syndicate for our farmers in this country. So if the records and the books are showing that you'll be able to get the money here locally, because don't forget, the exchange rate differentials that we have to pay for this, if we calculate it, then you realize that we are better off.
But we earn dollars when we sell.
You may earn dollars, as it were, but of course you have to.
And we pay farmers in cedis.
You pay farmers in cedis, but if you look at how much percentage you pay farmers and all that, there are exchange rate differentials you have to pay, because today you have to calculate the volume of cocoa you buy as the exchange rate, and you pay them. So if you can get the syndication locally, are we threatened by not getting money to buy our cocoa? No. We all know.
Why do you say no?
We are not threatened.
Why do you say
they
no?
haven't said so.
Yeah, but
they haven't
all
said
I'm
so.
saying is that.
So
is
we are used to getting.
No, just hold on.
No, so they are telling you.
No.
COCOBOD is telling you that for 32 years, we've been going to the foreign market to get loan to buy cocoa.
Yes.
Today,
we
are not going to the foreign market.
Yes.
We are going to get money locally.
Yes.
It means something.
Okay, so hold on.
So I'm saying, just wait and ask the right question.
Hold on. I'm just
Don't
saying
make
that.
it look like it's a worse situation.
I'm saying that first of all, if COCOBOD were the property, or inheritance of the people who are running COCOBOD, we can't ask any questions. And what they say, what they say is their issue. But COCOBOD is the property of the Republic of Ghana.
Fantastic.
All of us have an interest.
Fantastic.
If you have sent proposals out there, and I'm going to show you one of the proposals that COCOBOD sent out. As at March, you were sending proposals out up to June for syndicated loan. You did that, which means that what your program, your plan and everything was to syndicate.
Yes.
And you took steps to engage in that syndication. What is it that happened for which reason you change your mind?
So,
and if you have changed your mind and you say that you're going to do it locally, shouldn't you tell us how you're going to do it? Fortunately,
that's a very legitimate
question. A journalist asked the question. And then you say that in due course, you will let us know.
Yes.
And the season starts in September. So what is it about the syndication? Because you set out for this crop season. Your strategy was to syndicate. And you put out the proposals. What is it that happened? For which reason you've decided that you won't do it again?
So, Randy, until you are briefed, these are legitimate questions to ask. That how are you going to fund it locally? Let us know the terms and all that. You compare with the terms you are getting. Look, I can tell you, because of the drop in yield, foreign financiers and all that, they are concerned. So clearly, if you think that the rate they are giving you, because of the risk factors, it will be higher than what you get locally. I mean, it's financial situation.
So tell us.
Yes, that is why I'm saying that.
Tell us that is it. Don't
so,
come
so
and
you
create
don't,
the impression
you
that
don't alter a propaganda piece.
No, I'm saying
you don't alter a propaganda piece and run with it.
No.
So, Randy,
don't go and hold a press conference and create the impression that there is some ingenuity at play and you want to go.
Randy,
you want to go past some 32-year thing.
Randy, isn't it something if it happens? Yes. We should applaud them for it.
If it happens,
yes,
I am saying that.
Yes,
the honesty deficit.
Where is honesty? Where is the dishonesty?
I am saying.
Where is the dishonesty here?
Please.
Randy, even when you go, you issue the request for interest for the syndication.
I am saying that
the terms will come. You have to value the term sheet.
Yes.
If you think that I've made a request and the term sheet, the content of the term sheet is not favorable to me, can't I look elsewhere?
So say it.
Can't I look elsewhere?
So say
wait, in due course it will come. And you've not.
So why did they hold a press conference?
They are informing you this is the new direction we are going.
Please.
So what is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that.
I am a Ghanaian.
Do you know that?
Hold on. I'm a Ghanaian.
Yes.
You tell me that I am departing from something that's been done 32 years.
Right.
And you go on further to tell me that by doing that you will save me $150 million.
Right.
Then I ask you, what is the alternative? How are you going to do that? You say you tell me in due course. So what did you compare with to even arrive at the savings of $150 million?
So Randy, that is a legitimate question to ask. That does not warrant an altering of a document that is baseless. It has no facts. They are not telling us. They just churn out figures. But what I'm saying is that look, legitimate question.
Because the statement gives us more facts than the press conference.
They have never given you
the fact that
what is the fact here?
X was inherited. The fact that Y is where we are.
When you keep
the fact that there were proposals for syndication. So the fact that.
So I'm telling you, I just exposed the minority statement that in 2022, the 2023 audited account by Ernst & Young did not record losses.
Let me provide you information.
It did not record losses.
So
unless you are telling me the audited account,
let me provide you information.
What information beyond this propaganda piece you are providing?
Please.
Then that's different from this.
Please.
Different from this.
Please let me provide you information.
So for me, there's nothing wrong. We are. It is a document before all of us that we are.
Deputy Information Minister.
So please.
Can you listen to me for a minute?
You tell me. I hope it's not on this.
Are you aware?
Are
you aware that this 2022-2023 profit you are talking about is as a result of the haircut, the DDEP? Are you aware?
Randy.
No, are you aware?
Randy.
No, are you aware that the COCOBODs? Yes. Are you aware that the haircuts and the DDP, the renegotiated thing, is what has resulted in that difference? Are you aware?
So let me ask you this, Randy. Is it not part of their books? Okay, you owe a certain threshold. You are supposed to pay something you've negotiated. Is it not part of management decision?
But you deferred.
You deferred. No, please. You are supposed to pay a certain amount out of your own income, and based on the negotiations you've entered into with your creditors. This money is saved for something else, and it's been recorded in your books, and you are saying that it's because of the haircut.
No, but that's the reason.
No, so it's in their books. Is it not in their books?
No, but I'm saying that's the reason.
So on what basis are
the
they
reason
saying?
is that
so
for me
they've taken that out
the reason
to
is
record
that
losses.
For me, the reason is that
they've
for
taken
me
that out to record losses
no,
for
I'm
the
saying
company.
that the reason
so the book they put out here.
All I'm saying that the reason is that for me, all those people who bought the bonds.
Yes.
The cocoa bonds.
Yes.
Who government says that this thing is suffocating us. So those investments that we made, we should take haircuts and deferred payments.
Right.
So we have lost.
Yes. Randy.
We have been deprived. Please hold on. We have been deprived.
I'm coming.
Of our monies, our investments that we made. And on the back
It is
of that,
not a zero sum because the decision. Don't forget, we've sat
what
here.
is not a zero sum?
If
I take a haircut, have I not lost money?
Now, if you've taken a haircut,
yes,
there are negotiated terms and you've signed to it because we've told you here it wasn't compulsory. Here, the haircuts were not compulsory. We've discussed it. If you want, take it, or you can reject. There are people who did not take the haircut. When we came here, we told you
on which particular
the cocoa bonds we are talking about.
Yes.
That they owe XYZ amount of money they should be able to pay. We've negotiated it. It's part of the COCOBOD records. So if you are saying that they've recorded losses consistently, you put the figures there without mentioning that in actual fact the audited account for 2022 did not show that. The reasons you could ascribe.
They did not show what?
It did not show losses. It did not show losses.
Yes.
So you could have asked. They did not ascribe any reason for not recording any losses, but they just put it out there. So on what basis are they putting the losses throughout the years, as they did? So it is nothing but mischief.
Okay.